All right. Here we are with. All right, here we are with the game two of Nouns versus EG. Nouns won game one. I wasn't able to cast or anything because I was at work. Um. But I did catch the end of it, or like half of it, I'd say. It was Nouns just kind of outmaneuvered EG in the mid game with their vision of the Hawks and things like that, and then they're able to move around the map really quickly because they had Moonlight Shadow along with Monkey jumping and things like that, and so they're kind of able to play this pick off game, control a lot of the map, even though net worth is kind of even. And yeah, once they killed the Timbersaw and the Timbersaw wasn't able to really frontline as much as he wanted to, they lost a lot of the map that way. And then they ended up executing pretty well, converting the game, and we actually saw an interesting build from Gunner, which I think I'm gonna make a separate video about. Because I think honestly DK might be the most broken hero of this patch, and good chance he's the most broken hero next patch. Because he ended up going Ags Manta style, and at first it doesn't sound that insane, but with the illusions getting the free movement, it's actually crazy, and the poke you have on buildings is also insane. All right, but let's focus on this game. We're gonna have Nouns ban Storm Viper. EG loves Storm. Take it all the time for Abed. Classic meme. EG bans Lone Druid CK. Lone Druid, one of the highest win rate heroes of the patch, and Nouns have shown that they're down to play at mid and carry. And then CK, great hero. Nouns are gonna pick up the inch first. Strong 4-5. You're gonna win almost every lane you put inch in. And EG responds with Doom Chen. I think the Chen is to steal back the creeps from inch, my guess is. Not quite sure. You can lane it with the Doom, and Doom lane's pretty okay after a couple levels. Doom very greedy, but Doom can also be ran as 4, so this could be the support duo. I doubt it is, because it's pretty weak support duo. But they do have the flexibility if they want to. This is most likely they're off lane. Although Chin might be ran as more of the 5, if that makes sense. And now I'm gonna pick Beastmaster again. I mean, yeah, I can't believe they're giving them Beastmaster again. This hero was giving insane vision in the mid game, so DK was able to like amplify that even more with his Ags Manta style. But obviously, you take some time to get there because you do need your Blink and BKB and Shard. Yeah, we're gonna have the Leshrac banned out. Lesh just pretty good against the Beastmaster. Because you're able to do a lot of damage even when you're stunned and things like that. You clear out the units pretty well. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if Nouns try to pick up the DK again, because I do think this hero seemed insane. We're on a band. Just a hero that will kill off Chin's creeps. Pretty much the only real reason why. I mean, Nouns did use it pretty efficiently last game as well for with the Moonlight Shadow. Although there isn't really that much setup besides the Beastmaster Roar in this game, so Puck ban. Yeah, Abed was the only real reason after like after the Timbersaw died that EG was really in the game. And honestly, I think a lot of EG, the way they play, just comes down to Abed having a good game. Like, if Abed doesn't like solo carry the game, I don't know how EG wins any of their games. It's crazy because Arteezy takes so long to come online, and even when he's online, it's not like he's solo carrying the game. He needs Abed alongside with him, and I don't know if it's Nightfall's fault. I don't know if it's the way they draft for him. I never feel like he is 30 minutes in the game, he's having some insane impact on the game. It feels like he makes space for maybe 15 minutes if he's like on a Timbersaw, has a good game. If not, he's just kind of like a hero that presses spells every now and then, you know? Um, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised honestly if EG end up getting like fourth this season, completely I wouldn't say completely disband, but I don't know what the DPC rules are. But disband enough, disband as much as they can to still have a run at TI. That being said, we have Ember banned and then TA banned follow up. Yeah, there's a lot of burst damage on the end. You banning the Ember's also just like in the game is a pretty good hero against TA. The lane's really bad, but TA's ran more as a safe laner, so it's not that big of an issue. Last ban though here from EG. They banned the Coddle. Not a forest band. I'm gonna pick up Bloodseeker. Hmm. I'm not really sure why. I don't think this hero is that strong, right? And there's no like, there's no typical counter. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be in the carry rule. I've seen it 1 and 3 here a lot of this patch, but it tends to favor the carry role more. I guess is the lane just good against Beastmaster? I wouldn't really know, but I couldn't see it really being bad, right? But the question is, how do you scale into the late game? Like, yeah, you win the lane, but I mean, maybe they're just going for a classic EG strat of win 3 lanes, win game. Which, you know, they do have very strong laners. That was a weakness I feel like with the Jarex lineup last patch. It's like I felt like whatever lane Jarex then just lost the lane. And so a lot of EG strat historically has come down to just win lane, win game. And if you're losing the lanes, if you're consistently losing a lane, it kind of makes it hard to execute on that. We're gonna have the Tusk here. Now Nouns does run this mid lane sometimes. Actually a lot of the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if this Gunner Tusk. They really like the Ags. I didn't even know they changed it to Vertex. Like you can kick people backwards now. I didn't know that. I thought it was always the way you're facing. But yeah, he'll generally go phase like double bracer, bottle, soul ring, or whatever into like BKB, blink, Ags. Really seems to be the build. And then we're gonna have a hoodwink as well. So the last pick in the carry here, they're showing a lot of their draft, which you kind of have to do when you're first pick. But the hoodwink here, not quite sure why the hoodwink. It does give them a lot of burst now. They're able to play really fast, I guess, with the Tusk mid, right? Which is kind of what you need to do. So it gives Tusk someone to run around with. Gives you a lot of burst with the punch and the hoodwink ults. Not many heroes are gonna be able to withstand that. Maybe Doom when he gets BKB. Like I'm not even saying he needs to get BKB off, but just the stats alone from it will let him get BKB off. We're gonna have a Kunkka here. Now, I don't think the lane's that bad for Tusk versus Kunkka. I've actually played myself. The Tusk has a lot of armor. He's a lot of base armor for strength hero. I think it's like 5 or something like that. So the W is not that crazy. That being said, Kunkka doesn't really care about you sparing your spells and things like that. But you know, Tusk doesn't really care either. The only issue is like around that mid game timing when you might want to make rotations. Kunkka might be able to you know, shove in the wave too much for you to deal with. Because you do kinda have to hold your snowball once Kunkka hits 6. Otherwise he's gonna X and like kill you. But if you have snowball, you always have snowball save, so good Timbersaw ban. Kinda huh. So they're actually reading this as a Doom support, Doom 4. Which with how strong the laner Bloodseeker is, I could see it. Just like During the mid game, I don't know how the support duo of Doom Chin would really play. It seems kind of rough. But that being said, Timbersol is just one hero. Seems pretty good against the rest of Noun's lineup besides the break of Hoodwink. But even then, it's like you can break the stun up with breaking the tree. It's 2 strength. Melee heroes you're against quite tanky. Might not be able to die really during Roar. As well as like negate a lot of the damage of Tusk with his punch. I mean the way and tag team, but even though the way Gunner builds it is 4-4-1, a lot of magic damage in that sense. It's not quite enough to kill the Tusks, right? So you still need a little bit of that physical follow up. Enderman Bat too. Yeah, there's not much save this game for Nouns. So I mean they could also run the Kunkka 3, right? Be a mid bat and then you're just fucking sad at Tusk. You're just gonna have people getting kidnapped all the time.
5 seconds.
Ban Wraith King from EG. Just one of those heroes that like gets doomed. It's like whatever. Go next life, you know. They banned Monkey. Thinking that was probably part of the issue from last game. He may look pretty good. Nouns, you have a pick here. I think like Medusa is good. I think Medusa is pretty solid. Like you kind of need a 4 protect 1 kind of hero, right? Because these heroes are gonna play pretty fast, or you gotta have something that hits buildings ends quickly. I think it's like Hoodwink Ursa. I mean not Hoodwink, Dusa Ursa. Ursa's also pretty good. Like owns Kunkka, owns Doom. There's not much to kite outside maybe Rupture. Okay, it's gonna be the Dusa. Yeah. There in the game, like you don't really care about getting doomed, right? You sustain pretty well. There's only one really halberd builder in Kunkka, and it's not that big of an issue. Kunkka likes these longer fights, which is like more optimal for Dusa, right? You're not really able to burst it, but they're gonna have a Razor response, which lose your damage on Razor. I mean on Medusa, it's rough, and they are gonna go Doom 4 chin, 5 chin. Huh. Yeah, so Razor classic Dusa counter. But they do have Roar. And one thing that hurts Razor a lot is when he's not able to have these free BKBs. And they have punch. So it's not the greatest Razor game, although it does counter Dusa a lot. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. I think a lot of it comes down to how much Gunner can get out of his lane and get into the mid game, making space and things like that. I don't think the lane's like optimal for him, but should be able to get out of it fine. Yeah, well, let's see what happens. Razor shouldn't be able to own Medusa that hard with the inch 5. Inch should be able to like enchant the Razor, slow him down, things like that with and the snake. Doom doesn't offer that much in lane other than just like walking at him. I don't think Inch cares that much once you get levels in Nature's Attendance. So if they can survive to like level 3, I think it's pretty good. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna have standard lanes, yeah. It's like Nightfall going the European build with the wand. So as Medusa. Gunner not opting for the bottle rush, picking up a strength Gaunt's strength. So they need to make sure they get both these bounties, as well as the Aura First Blood. If they don't secure that, then it's a little rough. Alright. Alright, let's get the last denies down. Yeah, AG's quite aware of what they want, of what Nouns looking for. Like, their level 1 engagement is just a lot better. EG's is pretty bad. They're actually double obsing mid here. Finding this 0-minute engagement very valuable. And wanting to see Tusk rotations. Although I don't think Tusk is really going to plan to rotate on these wards. Maybe valuing the runes themselves. Nouns only going to get 1 rune here. This is really going to hurt Gunner's game. I don't think he's going to be able to get a bottle at the 2-minute mark. Unless he just destroys Kunkka here. But yeah, 5 armor. The Tidebringer isn't the worst deal. Kunkka does out damage you a bit. Kunkka not opting to go for a bottle actually. Going double bracer here, so he has even more damage. Part of the reason why. Yeah. Bot lane, we do see Yusa versus Razor. Ancient Doom. Port duo. We're gonna have to drag the wave under tower, so this will shove it out and gonna get the first range creep denied. Gonna hurt. And now it's gonna be pulled back. Top lane. Teasley should be fine to like the summons, which is why we actually see Moog getting access here. Magical damage, Bloodseeker, quite high armor. Plus it'll help deal with the chin creeps a little bit. Surprised we don't see a stick here, but he's opting for the Helm Rush, so it looks like he's actually choosing to go HOD this game. Actually, he did go HOD last game. I don't know why I'm saying that. He just didn't upgrade it to the one. He didn't upgrade it to the Helm of the Overlord. Instead, he got the Wraith Pact with it. Because the Vlad Zori does not stack, right? And upgrading the Helm of the Dominator is nice, but it's not that insane compared to like the Helm of the Overlord. So I'm guessing we're gonna see something pretty similar this game, unless he opts to pick up a Blink here. He will probably go Ags again as well. They're gonna lack damage, and Amping the Deuce of damage will be pretty nice. Gunner though, doing decently mid. Does get his bottle out here. There is still 1 water rune, so he's gonna start walking towards it, but Abed's gonna beat him to it. There's gonna be a snowball, but yeah, Abed's gonna get there in time. Issue with only getting 1 bounty rune and going this build. So he's gonna keep getting spammed out, which is gonna lead Gunner to having to bring out a salve. He ends up having to do this a lot, I feel. But it should be fine. Mid laners are top of the CS chart. Not really too many denies in this lane. Abed might get a second one here. Outside that, EG are top net worths in the other 2 lanes. I mean, these heroes are lane dominators. Arteezy getting a lot of thirst here from someone. Oh, it's from Gunner. He is salving up now, so he's going to lose that thirst. He's actually going to take a bit of damage here from the axes. But there is this Wild Wing. Just this damage is so annoying. It's a lot more than you think, too. Like, he has 9 HP regen. Look how much damage he just took. And it stays on you for a while. This is a long channel. Yeah, 15 seconds. Means out of mana now, so he's going to kind of walk in to trade a bit. But this is the point in the lane, though, that Gunner might start to struggle. He is going to get a snowball here on Abed. Abed's going to tank a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be anything too insane. And actually going to get a range creep deny there. Gunner's actually going to walk base here, looks like. Rough. So this will lead to Abed coming head out in the mid lane, and EG winning all 3 lanes so far then. Classic EG. Win lanes, win games. Gunner is gonna go for, oh never mind. Corner's already been taken. Denied or something. Supposed to be like actually rushing Boots Windlace to deal with the Razor a little bit. He's actually out leveling Nightfall here. Although Nightfall is ahead in the CS. So Husky must have been able to get a few good pulls off or something. Or just not soaking as much as Crit has. Maybe that's what it looks like. I don't know, they're pretty even. Open CPing bot here though. Feeling that he can't really do much top because he can't. So might try to set up for a play here with his boots now. Crit is sitting decently low. He does have a salve though. He's gonna salve up here. Husky might be able to pop it. They're actually gonna make a go here on Costa Bile. Can get stunned up here by the Hoodwink, but no damage, and that's gonna show the Hoodwink bot now. They're running at Nightfall a bit, but Nightfall is a lot of damage, Husky. And he's gonna actually be first blood here. Yeah, I don't think he quite realized how much damage he had, and was able to turn and like 3-shot him. They're pretty weak until untouchable. Even with the Nature's Attendance, it's not that much for heal level 1. Hunter is 6 here now. Still no phase boots. They're just really far behind. Yeah, 1k net worth lead at 6 minutes. They also have these like really greedy supports, right? That are able to get a lot out of the map, like if they just leave their cores. So you see Fly just kind of hitting the jungle while Bloodseeker's able to just solo zone the Beastmaster. And then even get a little bit of pressure here on the mid lane with the boat. I mean with the Siege. Gonna be able to keep the Siege alive. Husky's walking over to help deal with the Siege, but that also brings Crit to the situation. And this is probably just a dead Husky. Yep, he's gonna be cleaved down and fall. That's not gonna hit the Siege either, and he's really low. Seafreak might just fall here if he gets caught. Ovid's not gonna find the vision though, but this is gonna be the mid tower at 7 minutes. AG abusing sieges like they normally do. You know, this is pretty standard stuff for here, I think, from EG, the way they like to play. And yeah, this is probably gonna be dead. Z-Freak, flow, X, bring back, right click, dead. Keely's opting to go for the Milestorm this game. 2k net worth lead now with mid tower falling. Be a punch here on Abed into a net, into a shard block. Dodge the torrent. Snowball, but flies here on the high ground. And Crit's here as well. It's going to be a dead gunner, it looks like. Yep. And maybe even Husky getting body blocked here by Crit. Just a lot of burn damage along with the creeps. And yep, he's just going to get right click down. Kostabile is walking over to maybe finish off Abed here, but I don't know if you have the damage for this. You're only level 5, my friend. $4k net worth at 8 minutes here for Abed. Absolutely jacked. Gunner 1,500 or 1.5k net worth behind. Kostabile gonna be ran at. And it's the issue with losing your mid lane tower too. There's no space now for this Deuce to farm anywhere. Gonna get stunned up, having to pop the ult, having to skill the ult in the first place at level 6. Generally want to avoid that so you can get split shot levels. Invis picked up here by Arteezy. Might look to go on Gunner here. Gonna rupture him. Gonna try TP out, but gonna be caught with the X, and it's gonna be a dead Gunner. Gonna punch Arteezy, but yeah, it's still gonna go down. Good rotation there from Arteezy. They're gonna lose the top, or at least take a lot of damage here on the top tower. They're gonna have to commit with more than just Arteezy to defend this tower. This is the Helm of the Dominator, though, in effect. Moo's gonna have to carry a lot of weight here to make some space in order to get Gunner back in the game to make space for Dusa. That's really what it comes down to. Gunner still doesn't have a soul ring. Yeah, it's looking rough. It's 2 levels behind him as well. BKB rush here from Kunkka. Pretty classic stuff. You can only see BKB or Howard Rush.
Tower is under siege.
Gonna be a smoke up here from Abed and Crits. Gonna go into the triangle, look for this Dusa.
Radiant's
They're gonna find him on the award. X into Torrent, into Boat, into follow-ups, Centaur Stun, and gonna go down here. It's not even like he farms fast, right? Because he had to stop for like the Swin Lace and things like that. And Crit might be going down here. He is gonna go down to Gunner in the zoo.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
We're gonna have the lads pick up next here from the Beastmaster. Probably not gonna turn into the Helm of the Overlord, as I mentioned earlier. Probably gonna be more of a Wraith Pact. D-Freak, probably gonna... No, actually gonna get away here from Nightfall. Nightfall's gonna pick up a little bit of damage. Gonna burn a raindrop charge. Moo controlling top lane a little bit, but... Oh, D-Freak does end up falling to Nightfall eventually. How that happened. But yeah. Is he able to sit up here a little bit more than like should be allowed? He does have this ward to play around with. Soul Ring. Soul Ring phase is all we have on Gunner. Soul Ring is really nice on this hero. It gives you like a insane way to sustain your mana. Gonna catch fly, yes. He's gonna die. They're gonna chase on a Nightfall here. TPing into the outpost. Abed's here though, and so is Crit. This might just be a dead Husky. Gonna get broken, but the raindrop stops a lot of the damage. The break doesn't really matter that much on Razor. Gonna catch Abed though. He's gonna drop the bow. That's gonna negate a lot of the damage, and they lack damage on now. They are 5k behind at 10 minutes. They're gonna run at Nightfall here. He's not gonna be able to get to the tumbler to the low ground, so he is stuck in an awkward position here. He's gonna get roared. Gonna chill in the corner, but they have a vision here, so they see him, but it's gonna lead to Coast Belay getting ruptured and probably 5 heroes falling here from Nouns. Nightfall actually gonna go to the low ground, try to bait Gunner a little bit more. Husky falling down here, the only survivor being Z-Freak. 6k net worth lead here at 12 minutes. This is an absolute shellacking. This is insane. 12 to 2, 7k now. Gunner's just so far behind. He's going Blink first, not even close to it though. I mean, Doom has more net worth than Tusk at 12 minutes. Like, I've seen some 4s, you know, pass a core. Normally though, it's like 30 minutes, right? So you're having like a 10k net worth lead. Does not feel that bad, but 7 minutes? Doom is out net worth in you. Yes, he does have a way to get gold faster, but he has his Blink Dagger online and your mid laner does not. And he's not even close. It's not like he doesn't have it. He's not even close. We're looking at like a 16-minute dagger at best. Ooh. Who's gonna have to do a lot of fucking work. They're smoking top. EG's not stopping with the aggression either. It's not like they're just closing off the map slowly. They're making moves, sweeping across the map, not letting this Dusa feel safe anywhere. Does have a Yasha on the way, so a little bit more movement speed to hopefully get away from this Razor, but BKB is gonna be coming out very soon. That BKB comes out, all you got is roar and punch, and even with that, if you know Dusa gets ruptured, not gonna feel comfortable to run that much during this BKB iteration. Looks like they're finally gonna run a Gunner here, bots. Yeah, I can't believe they let him farm down here for this long, honestly. Just delaying how long he lives. Gonna get more damage on Nightfall. Honestly, probably would have been better if he just died quicker, because now Nightfall has all this damage, and this tier 2 is going to fall a lot quicker. Maybe the duration doesn't last long enough because of the glyph. he only gets a few right clicks with that bonus damage, but it seems like it's still gonna fall. They're TPing down. They want to defend this, but I don't know with what you're defending this with. They're like shoving them back, but now you have 150 HP tier 2. This is just gonna get chipped down. You're bringing your carry down here. Somehow they get fly. That seems like a vast misexecution on EG's part. But fly dies. Yeah, I don't know. They seem like they fucked up there. Kunga ended up stopping for the silence, realizing how far ahead he was. Wanting some status resist against the BKB piercing spells, as honestly the only real way he's probably gonna die is during a roar. So pretty good item to stop for. Gonna get the BKB now though, so he has you know, kind of a free fight. Not too much gonna stop him from doing his damage. Curious what he gets after that though. Most Kunkas do like to go different things. I think AC is pretty solid this game. But we'll see. Gonna have the Troll Summoner. Trying to backdoor the tier 1 here. But it is when the creep wave came, so gonna nullify a lot of the damage. Kill the skeletons off pretty quickly here. Gonna have another smoke here. Try to find Gunner once again. He's not even going for a BKB. It's just straight blink Ags. They get the Ags. It is going to be really nice against this Razor, but he is so far off from it. He is so dead. That's going to be a dead Tusk. Yeah, he's realizing they're going to have to just play to kick someone back into base. And if they can get to that point. That's the real thing. They have to get to that point. You're gonna, like, you're hoping. I mean, if somehow Nouns can get Mantiscotti and Blink Ags before EG hits high ground, they do have a chance in this game. But they're so far behind. It's 9k now. We're at 16 minutes. Bot lane gonna start poking in now on the tier 3. Abed's gonna X, clear out the wave. End up still getting the right click off. We're going in the triangle area. Making a line top here. That's Moo. I think he's scouting out their movement, saying, hey, they're gonna run up here at you guys. Get the fuck out, please. Gunner's scared to even approach this wave under his tier 3. Under his tier 3. You're gonna see our EG come into the triangle though. They're gonna steal this triple ancient stack. I don't know when those stacks are made. There's a Philosopher's Stone still chilling here. Might want to pick that up. That's pretty valuable. Oh, they leave all the big creeps for some reason. I think they're scared of. Oh, actually, they're chasing on the Coast Belay top, and he's gonna fall down. See Husky under an Obs here as well, so Abed might be cleaning him up. But it's gonna see that toward under their sentry. Still under the Obs here, but is gonna be able to TP out in time. Not enough range. A little bit of space for Gunner. And he's realizing he needs the Ags now. You can roll in, my friend. So he has a point booster. He's halfway to the Ags. Rushing it. Could have the Blink by now. But Blink's not going to do much. This is all about defending the high ground now. Realizing how far behind they are. Gonna pick up Aegis here. Probably give it to Shartizi. That's how Maelstrom gonna pick up the BKB next. I think they're hitting their triple BKB timing. Yeah, triple BKB timing. So this is go time for EG. Wraith Pack was picked up on Beastmaster and gonna go Blink next. His roar is very important in this game. Just gonna fucking drop the Doom on the Hoodwink top. Why not? 4 solo killing another 4 is pretty good. It's not like they need the Doom that much when you're this far ahead. Not to be that conservative with it. Still ahead of net worth on from Gunner. Taking over 4 staff next. 4 staff to help against the shards, against the slows, you know, just a good support item most games. We're finally gonna pick up this tier 1 bot. That equals 2 tier 2s or tier 1s for them now. Actually gonna smoke up here. I mean, this is a lot of creeps. This tier 2 might fall. This is not a good trade for EG. Picking like trading tier 2s. They're gonna glyph here. The troll's still here. Troll has another summon. Arteezy's TPing in. They're gonna actually get on Costa Bile here, and yeah, they're gonna catch Costa Bile. They're gonna actually end up picking up tier 2 though and defending their own. So Costa Bile for tier 2. I'd honestly take it at this point. You just need to buy time. Buy time. 500 away from this ag, so they will have the kickback now for the high ground probably. I doubt now is really their time. It's hard for them to get this bot wave in, and tier 2s are still up, so. Gonna be chilling, D-Freak able to play in this top lane though and be pretty annoying. Get this wave out a lot. It's gonna be hard to catch him. Like, I caught him last time, but you kind of have to commit some heroes for this. I don't really have the best way to fish in these tree lines. We're actually gonna see Moo try to kill a fly down here. He did drop the roar, and yeah, it's gonna be a dead fly. Gonna TP out, no cancel on Nightfall, so that's 500. That's 500 gold. That is a lot. That's no blink too. I don't know how Fly is letting him really get in range there, but you end up getting the kill. Tier 2 mid is gonna fall here from EG. 50 gold away from the Ags. Got it queued up for Jason next. He's struggling. He is struggling. I mean, they're all struggling, but I do see ways for them to play this game. Like, it's 12k net worth, but it's real. Like, it weirdly, like, I'd give them 10%. Let's see what the graph says. 4%. Alright, you know, that's probably more realistic. Probably overvaluing the kickback a little bit too much when, you know, 13k up, but you know, kick them back plus stone gaze, make the space. It's like hard for them to, hard for the heroes back here to commit, hard for you to run out because you're just gonna get stunned by the stone gaze, BKB piercing. I mean, they just have BKB piercing spells, right? It's always, there's always a way back. I feel like with BKB piercing spells, they're gonna try to make a play on here on crit, but not gonna be able to catch him. Moo does not have the blink yet, so they're gonna rupture Cristabile here. They're gonna snowball forward onto Gunner. Or onto Arteezy. He's gonna kick away crits. Bile's gonna TP out. And they're gonna be fine actually. No, Moo's gonna get caught. He's gonna get X. He drops the roar. Is he freaking gonna TP out? Moo is gonna be the sacrificial lamb? Yeah, he's gonna be the sacrificial lamb. Almost turns on Arteezy there to pop the egg, Aegis. But in the meantime, Chen's split pushing, getting the bottom lane, and so they lose Moo, they lose tier 3 out of this. Not as bad as it could have gone with the rupture starting on Dusa. Keeping Dusa alive, pretty big. But gem purchase now here from Doom. They're just gonna close the map down even more. Pick up this last tier 3 probably. It's hard to completely shut out the map with hawks and things like that, but actually choosing to go Yasha here. Okay, I was about to say, that's a fucking crazy build. Orchid seems to be the play. Realizing Gunner has no BKB, he's gonna want to roll in and kick someone back. So if you can Orchid on the place he's gonna roll into, probably gonna be able to get it out before Gunner can kick as instant cast animation on Orchid. I'm assuming that's the thought process behind it. I mean, Orchid's like a decent item, but I don't look at any of these heroes and think, God damn, that's insane. You know, that's probably his, more realistically, his thought process behind the item. Wraith Pact is finished on Chen as well, so damage issues Nouns are having has become more severe. 17k net worth lead here. Probably just gonna wait for next Roche. Go high ground with that. I'm gonna pick up the Lincolns here on Arteezy. Does that stop kick? I mean, it stops roar, right? So you're not gonna kick back into roar. But I don't think that stops kick. I think both of these are treated as like Hmm. I actually don't know. Might stop kick. I definitely haven't stop punch. Be something I'd have to test after this if we don't see it in action. Refresher though on Razor. Does he have an Ags on the courier? Choosing to go point booster first. Just choosing to go point booster first. Could also be Scotty, I guess. Doom's gonna fall here in the bot lane. Kunkka's TPing in. Long TP though, outpost TP. He's gonna catch Moo with the X. Gonna be a follow-up boat. They're gonna drop Moo. Refresher's popped. Husky gonna be caught as well. Gonna get X'd up. Not gonna be able to be out. Buys out his 4-staff though. Finally completes his first item. Post choosing go another wave here. This is Siege. You're not killing. Running at you. No one that has a TP cancel decided to go. Actually, he does have Basher here on Arteezy. You need to start. You're gonna get caught here, maybe. Well, Arteezy's looking. Looking in all the wrong spots, though. Yeah. So, Costa's gonna be fine in there. Mid lane coming in. Blink. Next here for Gunner. Make the kickback a little easier. Makes it a lot less predictable here from the Orchid, which is nice. And he actually chooses not to go that. Choosing to go AC. Alright, this is what I thought was most likely the item. Aims your damage, you know, stops their damage. The damage they were already struggling with in the first place. Gives you a way to really hit buildings more, because they don't really have the best building hitters. Although there is a playmail on Razor, so I'm curious. Maybe they switch this up. Alright, that's gotta be a misclick. No shot, you're trying to buy a 26-minute wand. I don't even want to like replace a bracer. Yeah. DD bot rune. I get scouted out. Roche will be up in a minute and a half. So it can be up now. So we're gonna see a little run across here from Nouns. Gonna try to reclaim their triangle, looks like. They're gonna shard, but not gonna lead to anything. The Ob's the high ground to play around. So they're holding their ground here. EG respects the Obs, I think. They're gonna back up. Arteezy's not really in the neighborhood. Choosing to finish his Lincolns. Not really trying to get cheese here before this Roche. They know Roche isn't up. So you can play it a little slower. Like, Nouns are having to commit 5 heroes just to stand here. They're not even clearing the Ancients. Like, they get nothing out of this. And it's going to be a D-ward now here with the gym. 40 seconds till Roche is up. Scotty is done on Dusa. So, pretty big item. Another BKB piercing, you know, item, but with their spells. Gives them another slow, gives them another way to kite. And the game just kiting for them. And Crit's actually going to find the jump here onto Gunner. Going to get the Doom off. Roar up onto Crit, though. Crit's going to fall. Gunner should be fine. They're going to get the link here onto Nightfall. Or from Nightfall onto Cospile. And he's going to fall. Getting ruptured, getting boat, getting damage drained. Moo's going to try to TP out here. It's going to get X'd up and bashed. Not going to be as successful. Husky's going to be able to TP out. So it's going to be a 2 for 1. Roche is up now, but EG says go high ground. I mean, these two heroes are really important. Plus no Roar, no Stone Gaze. It's going to be really hard to play. Even if they do buy back anything. It's probably going to be a Rax, maybe 2. Luckily, they're so far behind that the respawn timers are pretty low, actually, so most likely still going to be a Rax, I would think. And now we're having a change up here again from Abed. A Hex. They're respecting Nouns. Gonna go pick up Roche. Abed really not knowing what the fuck he wants. Don't hit a Hex. Never hit a Hex. Hex is like always good. I think he did buy it out there. Yeah, he does have a Hex now. Gonna pick it up. And Gunner's gonna run high ground, but instantly gonna get hexed before he can get the punch off. Gonna be a roared up here onto the Doom, into the Stone Gaze, but it's actually too late, so they don't chain it. He's gonna get kicked back here. That's your mid laner though for the Doom, even though the Doom does have more net worth. And Kostabila is just gonna get ran down here now. Gonna get X-backed. They're actually trying to make a go here onto Arteezy, but it's not gonna be successful. And this is probably gonna be the G's. Only liver, or the only person to live is Zephyr. Gonna be at least Arax, probably two.
Radiant's middle barracks is under attack.
When I go game, it's hard to say. Like Nouns, Nouns respawns are so low. Oh, we did pick up a crit stick as well. Gonna get caught here on Z-Freak though. He's in the gym, very nice in the middle of a team fight. Actually gonna have two gyms now. Something that I don't think about enough is using it actively to scout, you know, as flying vision. Pick up the 2 racks though, 30k net worth lead. Gonna kick back Gunner, but he's gonna, Arteezy, but he's gonna get hexed. But we did see it doesn't pop the Lincolns, the kickback, and Husky falls. He's gonna buy back here. Arteezy gonna get roared up. Lincoln's popped and Arteezy's dead. 1,000 gold. That's crazy. Gonna kick back Abed as well. They're gonna turn to go in. And they win the 5v4. Gonna kite the BKB and Link. No refresher. Gunner's getting walked down here. He's gonna get hexed up. Snowball was just coming up again. Crit's gonna jump in here onto Medusa and get doomed. And this is probably gonna be GG now. 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 Yeah, there it is. Alright. So we're going to game 3. Going to game 3. Alright. I'm gonna take a break. Food. I'll be back with the game 3 in a moment. I hate myself. I just realized I didn't unmute from game two.